everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist. By myself, I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. Third down here. We look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing is McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Toward the end zone, but that's lined up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A give up the middle, Judkins. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of 5, 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. And some room to work. Now he's free at the 35. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. Shaq.
receiver complete.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Shut up! Cougar 19!
Duggan now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To throw is Duggan. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down. And he hits him in stride. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing, Duggan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Let's go now.
Duggan looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Come on, go!
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the Vikings 1-yard line.
Here's Duggan to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Duggan. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first and
Now McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards? Did you have one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Judkins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. That's caught inside the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Duggan will look to throw this. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Dugan. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 10-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Open man is there. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. Escapes the defender. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
26 yards on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. Down inside the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Jalen Nailor, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Round 6. Will Record the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on second down. Duggan has swung out wide to Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw. Duggan. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. But he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, go.
They're going to try and throw. He's complete, left side to Worthy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the fourth down conversion sets them up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Dragon 60. Come 19, come 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Duggan. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king than his representing his siblings. Nothing but my children.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw. Duggan. In trouble, and he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we've got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
From the 41, Duggan. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dugan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Dugan. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 5 brings up
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now they'll shift things around.
The pitch comes to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Draw. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. 60 by 6. Hiking 18. Hawk 70.
For a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Y'all got to talk about taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We got a low power range.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. It's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Dug in now to throw. Going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard.
Sanders is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Ready.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Strong effort by Cameron Thomas to get there and stop him before he could even get to the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it down to the 32. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. McCarthy operating from the gun. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. We saw 5 receivers out there, 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To the air with McCarthy. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
McCarthy going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
27, Browns 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Grenard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Duggan. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Duggan to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, Judkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on